Good morning, Stampers. This is Dianne Cisneros, and today we're going to do Dianne Will Teach Me That. This is the card we're going to make, and if you'll notice, it is embossed with Early Espresso. So it has a little glaze to it. The stamps that I used is Nature's Peace, and this is all one stamp with a few small ones that we can use on the inside. I did stamp on the inside, so we'll go ahead and get started. I used Early Espresso. I cut it 4 1/4 by 11, scored it at 5 1/2. Then I took some gold foil and I cut it, this one is 4 by 5 1/4. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one on. Now this is a kind of card, and I would encourage you, if you have this set, if you're kind of behind on your Christmas cards, you could really make these quickly. And you don't need the gold. You can just go ahead and make this layer the stamped layer. But if you have it, go ahead and add it. It will really make it pop out. So now I'm going to take that big stamp and I'm going to cover it with Versamark. And with a big stamp like this, make sure you have something solid to stamp on. If you have a table that gives a little bit and it's not wood, when you hit this one, because I just did it, in the middle, it's not going to stamp well. So I had to put a piece of glass under my pad. And I'm going to, let me bring it down so I can see. Okay. So now that I have the glass underneath, I expect that this will give me a good image. And now I'm going to take my Early Espresso Embossing Powder. I'm going to pop it, and then I have a little brush to take off some of the extra. And I'm going to go ahead and heat this with my heat gun, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're all done. So the reason I went and did that, shut the camera off and did it, because it's such a large area. It takes a few minutes to heat it up. So now I'm going to put my adhesive on and go ahead and put it on top of the gold. And each layer is 1/4 of an inch less. Okay, so now we have 2 cards. I'm going to show you how to do the inside. I'm going to use the stamps that were in the set, and I'm going to stick with the same color, the Early Espresso. So first we need a piece of Very Vanilla, and I'm going to take that and start stamping. And this is, it says this season and always, so I'm lightly going to put ink on that and then just stamp it across the center. Then I'm going to take the snowflake, I'm going to, even though it's brown, it's consistent with the rest, so I'm going to stamp that there. And then we have a dove. And I'm going to stamp that right on top. So that is easy. And I'm going to go ahead and put my adhesive on. Put it inside. And in just a few minutes, I've got a beautiful card. And if you have this set, I would encourage you to whip some out and get them in the mail. Everyone will love them. And stop by again next Saturday for Dianne Will Teach Me That. See you soon.